I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hello guys, I once again welcome you to another amusing edition of Manual TV Sports Channel's daily updates. This is my very first video just after our 2-1 defeat to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and we have to talk about the Black Stars of Ghana's team. I know most of the Black Stars enthusiasts had ambivalent feelings. The saddest part of the feeling was that we had a heavy first half display against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But through the technical noise of the head coach, Otto ADDO, there was a change in shape and also tactics, same as direction in the second half, which made a positive impact. And I think Ghanaians are quite happy with it. We have to talk about some 3 key players that made a positive impact in the Black Stars of Ghana's game against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I'll be talking about the Black Stars of Ghana's team, latest from their camp, and the full details of their third place match in the 2025 Unity Cup tournament against the Soccer Warriors of Trinidad and Tobago. Finally, the Ghana Football Association communications team have updated us with the miss out of Salisu Mohammed, Ibrahim Suleiman Akakari, and also Felix Ohene Afinijan in our clash with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I have all the full gist for you in this very update. I will be ending my presentation from the camp of the head coach, Otto ADDO. He has spoken at length with regards to our 2-1 defeat to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Before I proceed with the details of these very stories, if you are new on this platform, let's all support the platform to grow. What you can do to support the platform is to subscribe to the channel. After that, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Please don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. Follow Manual TV Sports both on Facebook and TikTok. Leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts after my presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's delve into the intricacies of the stories. And to start with is a camp of the Black Stars of Ghana as they are gearing up for their third place match against the Soccer Warriors of Trinidad and Tobago. On Saturday, that is the last day of the month of May 2025, the match will take place at exactly 11:30 a.m. So just put it behind your brains that the match against the Soccer Warriors, from the tentative reports coming in, I know there might be other changes with time, but from the reports coming in, the match will take place at exactly 11:30 Ghana time. That is in the morning. So you have to keep it logged on Manual TV Sports. So that is the latest coming in with our third place match against Trinidad and Tobago. And from Ghana Football Association's communications team, initially we didn't know the reasons why Mohamed Salisu, Felix Ohene Afinijan, Ibrahim Suleiman Akakari weren't part of our squad list to face the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I know with some few hours to our clash with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, I reported to you on this platform that these 3 players didn't train with the Black Stars in our final training session. And there was a possibility of them missing out against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And indeed, it's happened. And from the Ghana Football Association communications team, they are saying for Felix Ohene Afinijan and Ibrahim Suleiman Akakari, they are facing visa issues. So we don't know the reason why they didn't come initially, but now they've confirmed that there are certain complications with regards to their visas. And as to whether they will join camp or they will not, they didn't update us on that. And for that of Mohamed Salisu, he was absent because of personal reasons. So these are the reasons to why we didn't see the likes of Felix Ohene Afinijan, Ibrahim Suleiman Akakari, and Mohamed Salisu in the Black Star squad list to face the Super Eagles of Nigeria in our semi-final game of the 2025 Unity Cup tournament. So that is the latest coming in the camp of the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. And today they'll be having recoveries before their final training against Trinidad and Tobago, the Soccer Warriors, at exactly 11:30 Saturday at the GTEC Community Stadium, specifically in Brentford. So that is the latest from the camp of the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. And as I made an introduction, we had a heavy first half against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but through the technical nuance of head coach Otto ADDO, there was a change in shape and tactics and also direction of the Black Stars, which made a positive impact in the second half against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I'm going to talk about some three key players that made a positive impact. I know a lot of players perform, but to my preference, I'm talking about these three players. The first player to talk about is Christopher Babosu. But lest I forget, 9 of my possible 11 made Otto ADDO's final 11 to face Nigeria. And I know my prediction is quite okay. 90% is quite okay. Now, to Christopher Babosu, we also know how energetic and promising he was against Nigeria at the right wings. He did very well. Looking at his movements and pace, caused a lot of problems to the Super Eagles of Nigeria defenders, the likes of Sadiq, Ismaila, Semi Ajayi, and the rest. He caused a lot of problems for them. Initially, before the game, I spoke about him and I described him with 3 words. I said he's very tough, as in tricky, and he did that yesterday. He shook it that, and he's very quick. He did that, and was very composed as usual. All my descriptions to who Christopher Babosu was being depicted on the field of play against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and everyone can attest to. The second player to talk about is Caleb Jenchi. During his introduction into the second half, there were a lot of changes from the Black Stars team because he came in with Brandon Thomas Asante to take off Kwame Opoku and Kamaradini Mahmudu, and you could see that a lot of things happened from the Black Stars team in the second half against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Looking at his interceptions as a right back, he was a right wing back. He was able to possess the ball. Before the game, I spoke about this guy that is very composed on the field of play and is very tenacious. Tenacious as in he's very relentless. There is no way he's going to give up anytime soon on the field of play. And he did that against the wingers of the Super Eagles, Kelechi Iheanacho, Moses Simon, and the likes of Chukwueze. He did very well, a good job against them. And we all saw what he did on the field of play, the energy he brought in the second half against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And the last player to talk about is Brandon Thomas Asante, the player who scored the Black Stars of Ghana's only goal against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And indeed, it was a world-class goal. That was where he showcased his technical ability and his finishing skills against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Therefore, he was able to advance with that confidence and the abilities that he gained after scoring against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it was very superb for Brandon Thomas Asante playing against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it was his first Black Stars goal. And that was the very first time he had enough minutes to be played with the Black Stars of Ghana. And that is it for Brandon Thomas Asante. So these are 3 players that, to me, or from my preference, they did very well. They made a positive impact, especially in the second half for the Black Stars of Ghana. And going forward, I'm expecting a lot from them. They should improve and also give in their very best, especially in the 3rd place game against Trinidad and Tobago. Otto ADDO should try as much as he can to just start them in the game, and let's see what they can also do. We know that Christopher Babosu started, but the likes of Caleb Jenchi and that of Brandon Thomas Asante, they should be given enough time in the game against Trinidad and Tobago, and let's give them a general assessment of their display in the colors for the Black Stars in the 2025 Unity Cup tournament. Let me end my presentation from the camp of the head coach, Otto ADDO. He has spoken at length, and for the first time, Otto ADDO is saying we had aggressive first half display against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but we considered easy and cheap goals in the first half. Therefore, he also has to say, even though you were being defeated by the Super Eagles of Nigeria, yes, we do accept that. But the second half, from his perspective, was marvelous. Let's have a look of what Otto ADDO has to say with regards to our 2-1 defeats against the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay, so actually just to cut short, the first half we were not really in it. I think the goals were too easy. The second goal was a little bit lucky, but the first goal was way too easy. Not a good cross actually for Nigeria really to clear, but yeah, we are not compact enough in the defense and didn't stop the cross. And I think we slipped also in the middle, but shouldn't happen. But all the same, Nigeria was more aggressive in the first half. Won a lot of duels, created chances, and we were not really there. And this was really disappointing. I think after we changed some few things, also tactically, but also we changed the system, and due to this, also some players, we did well in the second half, and
My name is Nathan. I'm with Sporty FM. Coach, what were the biggest positives and the biggest negatives for you as you watched the team play this evening?
Yeah, like I said, the first half we were not aggressive enough. It didn't make click from the team. Like I said, it's not always easy, especially if we haven't played that often together. I think Nigeria had a more matured team. We can maybe adapt faster, and we had problems, to get into the duels, to press well, but also to defend well. But second half was really good, I have to say. Even though we lost, I'm happy for the second half. We really saw some talents, like I said, I don't want to mention names, but we really took some players, really saw them really positive, and looking forward to see them again.
So, cherished viewers, that is it from the camp of the Black Stars of Ghana against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Same as we join up for our 2025 third place match in the Unity Cup against the Soccer Warriors of Trinidad and Tobago. Just put this behind your brains that the match is at exactly 11:30 a.m. 11:30 in the morning against the Soccer Warriors of Trinidad and Tobago. And it will happen at the GTEC Community Stadium in Brentford on the 31st of May. That is Saturday, coming Saturday at the GTEC Community Stadium. I'll have to end my presentation here, but before I take a leave of you, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. But before I go, let me give special shout out to these amazing cherished viewers. This is a special shout out to Nicholas Humadi. I do appreciate your support to Manual TV Sports. Anizam Rose, I do appreciate your support. Isaac Amagro, I appreciate your support. Joseph Mensa, I appreciate your support on Manual TV Sports. Edward Papasen, Mr. Bronzy Jonathan, I do appreciate your support to Manual TV Sports. Nelson Alale, I do appreciate your support. Dr. Bankun, hey, what a heavy name. Dr. Bankun, I do appreciate your support to Manual TV Sports. Papa G, I appreciate your support. Olembe Wahab, God bless you. Dachehene, God bless you. The Great Hub, God bless you. I do appreciate your support to Manual TV Sports. Eminence Jojo, I do appreciate your support. Derek, I do appreciate your support. Xavier Ayivo, I do appreciate your support. God richly bless each and every member who commented under any of my videos. Until you meet again on this platform, as a Frenchman would say, au revoir.